it, guys? I said that I wouldn't do one this week, but oh, my dog again. I decided I did have some stuff to talk about, not a whole lot. So I didn't brew anything this week, but what I did do yesterday is I transferred the black IPA. It was 2 weeks in the, I think I'm coming on with a cold or something. 2 weeks in the primary, and now it'll sit for about 5 days, and then I'll cold crash it for a couple days and then keg it. So let's cut to that, and we'll be back. Okay, here is the black IPA. I've been in the primary 2 weeks now, and dry hopping it on an ounce of Centennial and an ounce of Citra. I'm going to give Citra another shot. Again, this is the Ace of Spades Northern Brewer hop schedule, for the dry hop and the boil hops. Let's see how it's running. Pretty clear. I mean, it's a black IPA, so who cares, right? Cheers. All right, so again, I had showed you a tasting last week, but I tasted again, did another hydrometer sample. It went down to 1015, so I think that's about it. And the taste is really good. It's the chocolate, some coffee notes are coming out. Very bitter, some astringency, but I talked about that before, and to try some different methods going forward. But I think with the dry hops, it'll be really nice. It'll be a black IPA that has a little bit more porter characteristics and have some body to it. Something that I did that was a little different, you guys might ask why. I used 2 packets of SO5 in that beer. And just this last week, I watched a video by Don Osborne about yeast washing. And so I got my hands on, I'll be right back. I got my hands on 3 of these 1-gallon jugs for free. And then I got like 4 flip-top bottles. So, and they had used these for yeast washing. So what I did is I siphoned off all the beer. And then there was just a tiny bit left, and I poured as much out as I could, so there was basically no beer left in there. And then I boiled a gallon of water, let it cool, poured it in there, mixed it around, laid it on its side for about 15 minutes. All the sediment dropped to the bottom, except there was a layer where, there's yeast. I poured it into the gallon jug, let it sit for about a half an hour, and then poured that into 4 canning jars. And here's one. This is a day later. As you can see, it's already clear, pretty reddish, but there's a nice, yeast cake there. So that'll be pretty interesting. And again, you guys, I know USO5 is really cheap, but hey, I got 4 of those, especially if I make a starter. I might not even make a starter, but that's 4 times. That's, 4 beers that I can make. I don't have to buy yeast, so it turned 2 packs into 5 beers. So, I'll do an update. I think what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to do a cream ale, something real light and refreshing, and then, clean, and then we'll see if that made a difference in the flavor. Because that was made with a hoppy beer, maybe it'll add some kind of hoppy funk flavor, but we'll see. That's really all I have for updates. One last thing I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to pour them. I'll be right back. I'm going to give you a taste test of the most recent vanilla porter and then the one that's been sitting a while. All right, guys. Okay, here is first. This is the vanilla porter, the first one. And I believe I gotta get something quick. It is going on probably 2.5 months old, I believe. So, it's probably been in the bottles about, boy, maybe it's 3 months old. Maybe 3 months it's been in the bottle, 2.5 months. But as you can see, carbonation's building up. Appearance, dark. I really haven't shined a light to these, so I don't know how clear they are, and I don't really care. Here is the one I did. It is exactly 3 weeks I bottled it, so it's been in the bottle 3 weeks. There's the head. Both of these have okay head retention. They're doing all right. I just poured them, but they're not that great. I didn't put any carapils or anything. I probably will in my next pour. So let's get a nose on both of them. And I do have a cold, so I don't know how this is going to go. That one smells vanilla and kind of boozy. And I'm starting to get the roast, and I'm starting to get some of the coffee from it. And I have a feeling because the vanilla is starting to fade. Josh had reviewed it, and he said the vanilla was crazy, and it definitely is. But that is fading in this one. Let's try the new one. Smell-wise, they're the same, and they both have the Ringwood Ale yeast estery smell, and I can smell it in both of them. The vanilla is more powering in this one. I don't get a whole lot of the malt yet. I guess I get some of that chocolate and coffee, but going forward to my porters, I'm going to try different ale yeast than the Ringwood. So if you guys have any suggestions on what to use for a porter, let me know, because I'll probably make another vanilla porter. I have more vanilla beans. And the next one I'm going to drop the vanilla to 2 beans, maybe even 1, because I just want it to be a slight hint this time. So let's go in for a taste. The mouthfeel is not great in this one, and I've gone into detail as to why that is. But vanilla is good. It's all coming together. It's still got some malty flavor to it, but it really kind of tastes like Snowdrift Vanilla Porter. Just light-bodied vanilla. It's to me, it's better than it was, because everything's just melded together. As good as that beer is going to get. As you can see, there's lacing. This one doesn't have lacing, partly because this was just rinsed with water, and this was just fresh out of the dishwasher. So let's get a taste on this one. That one tastes way better. Vanilla is still killer. But I'm gonna let this one age as much as I can. It's gonna smooth out, but this has a body. It's about a medium mouthfeel, and I use less carbonating or less corn sugar in this, and so the carbonation's just right. I hope it doesn't carbonate anymore. I have it downstairs, which is a little cooler, a little boozy, a little astringent, but the maltiness is there. But again, next time I'm going to use less vanilla and just less vanilla, not the Ringwood Ale, and let the malt shine more. So that's really it with me. I'm gonna enjoy these, taste them side by side, see any differences as they warm up. But yeah, that's it for this week. I tried to make it shorter. Shout out to Newfound Brewing, who kind of said I should make my videos shorter if I can. This one should be, I don't know, 10 minutes, so a little shorter. Again, from week to week, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got some beers I could give you a taste of. I could show you the kegging. I don't know. But that's it. Cheers, guys. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Wait. Go Pack Go. Happy Homebrew Wednesday.